In Genesis 18, verses 1 through 16, three men are traveling by Abraham, intentionally traveling by Abraham, in order to go judge and destroy the city of Sodom. Now, I believe one of these men to be the pre-incarnate Jesus Christ. Abraham identifies this man as Yahweh, so I believe it's the pre-incarnate Christ, that's Jesus, with two angels going to judge the city of Sodom. Abraham asks them to stop, and they do. This is completely gratuitous on Christ's part. Christ is on a mission of judgment, a mission of destruction. He is on his way to condemn and destroy a people who have denied him and given themselves over to a sinful lifestyle, a lifestyle that we now call sodomy after the city of Sodom, right? So Abraham asked them to stop, and it's completely gratuitous. Jesus stops with these men. Abraham feeds them, and Christ eats. He enjoys the fruit of his own labor, the fruit of his creation, and the company of his people. I think he still does this. Christ is always on mission, but not such that he can't be bothered. He likes to enjoy the fruit of his creation. He likes to enjoy the company of his people. And we saw this in the Gospels when we observe the life of Jesus. Now, Jesus, talking to Abraham, reaffirms his promise, redeclares his promise to Abraham. Abraham will bear a son. Sarah will bear a son. His name will be Isaac, and through Isaac, many nations will be born. And Sarah laughs. She laughs from the tent, and Christ asks her, Christ asks Abraham, why did your wife laugh? And she said from the tent, I didn't laugh. And Jesus says, it's kind of comical. Jesus says, yes, you did, and walks away. Okay. So Jesus is on his way to judge a city. Jesus is righteous. He is all-powerful. And Sarah laughs when he says that they're going to have a child. Okay, I understand that. They're old, okay, way past childbearing age. But then when Jesus says, why did Sarah laugh? Sarah speaks up and begins to argue against Jesus, the man who has come to bring wrath to a city. It doesn't make much sense. She's not acting from faith. She's not believing God. She's arguing with God right there in person with the pre-incarnate Christ. And what's Christ's response? He corrects her and then begins moving on to the people he's actually going to condemn. So he doesn't condemn Sarah. I find this to be completely encouraging because there have been times in my life I have argued against God. I have rebelled against God. Even as a believer, I have thought against God's thoughts. I have sinned against God. God is slow to anger, and he does not exercise his wrath against all people. He forgives his people. He corrects his people. He disciplines his people. And then he moves on to practice his wrath against true heathens. So I find great encouragement in that. Like Jesus doesn't condemn me. Why? Only because of his grace and mercy toward me, because he has chosen me, just like he has chosen Abraham, just like he has chosen Sarah. So God is going to positively use me despite me. And the same can be true for you. If we are in Christ, if we are believers, if we are being saved by Christ, he will use us positively despite ourselves. And brother, sister, there is nothing you can do to thwart the plan of God for your life. You're just not that powerful. So be encouraged today.